Welcome everyone to another episode of Kimi Gaming. Today I am going to play again Leclerc. Watch the qualifying video here at China. The race. Yeah, this is going to be it, guys. We got to get George Russell, who starts alongside us. We had a 5-second gap to George Russell on that one lap. So now we have to see what are we going to do to attack George Russell and defending as well. It's not down where you go the top four actually, starting on the mediums. Hamilton already getting attacked by Isaac Hadjar because he's on the softs. We head into turn one, but we are defending this perfectly. The mediums holding it out here. The Pirelli mediums doing all what they need to do. We're sending it into the corner. A lot of grip, a lot of front end grip for us as we hit through. George Russell 3 seconds behind us. I don't know how much we have. Unreal grip, I would say. So much grip. We can take so much speed into corners, and we are flying away from the pack at the moment. Normally I don't use battery on the first lap to defend to keep the battery for the middle for the second lap, but I would say it's going to be a lot of battery for the second lap because I'm draining on the battery at this moment to put on a good lap of 410 kilometers per hour of speed. But look at the brakes, so good. And on the throttle, we barely lose any battery with using a lot of boost mode though. On the final corner. 16.6 all out into turn one. We have the grip. We're gonna throttle mid corner, brake a bit, throttle mid corner, brake again as we hit onto the exit. Flying all out on the brakes at a 50-meter point. Get all out now on the exit with the battery, and we're gonna try and charge into the corner slightly more on the brakes. Throttle, go a bit on the brakes there, slightly heating up those mediums a bit too much here, but we are up on Delta by a lot. Purple through the middle, as we go slightly deep. We're gonna get all out on the exit here. Try to keep the car on the track as we don't, and we hit the wall with the overheating of tires as we lose a lot of time on the exit butterfly. I'm not gonna really go for the fast lap now. Super clipping in the Ferrari, just trying to regain the battery. Totally did not cut the penultimate corner there. See, again, don't get the active arrow down the main straight. I don't know what we're doing there. I barely attacked into that corner. See, go for it once again, trying to get an even better lap onto lap 3, but we lose grip into turn 1 as we go wide, and then we just about come back in onto the track. I thought we would have been out of the race there. George Russell maintained that P2. We are at the moment tying up with George Russell in the Driver Championship. The Live Championship will be at the right there on your screen, on the right, bottom right. So we are tied with George Russell at this moment. Lando up there as well. The World Championship are only going to display the top 3 on the bottom right. So I hope we can actually do it. We're tied with George Russell here. So yeah, we have to see now. On the brakes, super clipping, helping us like auto brake a bit there, but we are good in the car. We finally gonna get the active arrow down the main straight with 22 seconds ahead of the pack. So we have a free pit stop already. I'm doing what Leclerc did in the British Grand Prix, just a bit, very much more on the push. Leclerc pushed in the British Grand Prix for the pack, and this time we don't have a buffer from Hamilton. Hamilton overtakes back Isaac Hadjar 4P4 here. I think the softs, I don't know why, it's either the Red Bull or the softs not working out. Verstappen down there in the final points position. Okay, we're losing a bit of time, especially because of that turn 1 hit on the wall with my front right suspension and the tire. I hope my suspension was fine. I think we're good here. Full on the brakes. wow, the brakes just not doing what they can do. I mean, my tires are really overheating. It's hard to even keep it on track. The boost with my tires, once it's old, it's harder for it to gain acceleration. But with the boost, they're still giving me quite a lot of extra pace. Without that auto brake, we barely make the corner. As we go onto the exit, gotta fly into the final corner, full out on the exit, gotta push the car to its limits as we cross the line. A 1:19.8 on the last lap here on lap 4, as we go very deep into T1, and that's a huge issue at this moment as we hit the wall. So I think we're gonna box this lap. I've pushed way too much. We have a free pit stop as the tires are gone. The left tires are gone, now the right as well. So we have to box this lap or risk a puncture. I can't even make the corner anymore. We have to cool down the tires a bit. We need a safety car or something. We don't even have the free pit stop anymore. George Russell coming back at us. As you can see, as we go really deep into the corner, we just about make the next corner stick. You can see how the early part of the race, we had so much grip, so much front end grip. It was unbelievable. And so we started to push. And then now, on lap number 5 of 14, oh my word, we're just gone there. Our tires, they're the absolute opposite than what happened on lap 1 and lap 2 here. Lap 1 and the first 2 sectors of lap 2, because lap 2 at the end you can see, oh god, I can't even brake. Why did I lift off on that one? Anyways, I couldn't brake. I couldn't even make the corner there, and I couldn't make the corner as well before the final corner of the racetrack just now on lap 2. So that was when the tire started to go off. As we go to the hard compound, we will most likely go back on the mediums. Okay, so we'll have to see. Let's go. We're on the limit now. George Russell is in. He's in as well, and that is unbelievable here, because I think he's gotten the tires much better than me. He's onto the softs, and that will change everything, because Mercedes now aren't on the same strategy as us. So can we defend George Russell? Hamilton stays out. He's up to second place at the moment. Most likely we are going to box. And Ferrari going to box Lewis Hamilton here. Ocon at the back at this moment. As we hit into the corners, the front end grip are back once again. I really don't feel the difference between soft, medium and hard. So I feel like hards are my favorite tire now. Although you know what happened in Ferrari in 2022 with the hards. So yeah, I mean, but this time the hards are really good. They don't lack grip, I would say, compared to the mediums or softs, and they are harder to overheat, which I loved. I am really good at overheating tires. Yeah, so they're much easier to not overheat, much harder to overheat, and yeah, it's a good thing. So I really like the hards. But too bad they only give us 2 hards per weekend, and we cannot bring forward the qualifying hard to the race. As we have our first car to lap, Carlos Sainz in the Williams, Charles Leclerc's old teammate, good buddy of him. As we get on the exit, and then the next driver, one of the Cadillacs of Valtteri Bottas, which is sending down the inside out of nowhere. Huge send for us on Bottas. We're gonna lose a bit of time on the exit, but we're good. Got a bit on the brakes, get all out on the exit. There we go. Since it's hard to overheat here, I think we're good for the next corner, the third final corner here. As we hit into the corner here. Here we go. We gotta keep the car on track. I'm not gonna use the battery. I'm a bit scared. We're gonna use it now on the exit. Oh god, we're gaining a lot of time here. Down the back straight, 3-4 seconds up over there. So we get the super clipping, which is exactly what we need here to get a lot of battery on the exit. We're gonna fly down the main straight. It's gonna fly to the line. We go quickest over 109.2. Now we're going on Albon, Ocon and Gasly Stroll as well. How is Gasly behind on Aston Martin? Alpine had gotten the Monaco a P3 for the Monaco GP though. What is happening to Alpine at this moment? They are behind Strolovic. Okay, that is just so weird. Next up is it's Sergio Perez, the car number 1 guy. To head out the exit now. We're gonna fly the car. We're 36 seconds ahead of George. The soft tires not doing what Mercedes want them to do. No impact on my hards here. We have a whole 40 seconds ahead of George Russell. If FIA will give more points to the race leader in terms of the gap towards P2, I'll definitely take the lead of the World Championship now. I have like 2 free pit stops. But of course, I have to stay on the hard. Of course, I can't pit now. Who would pit with 2 lap roll hards? Doesn't make any sense. Into turn 1. Oh, we go slightly wide. I'm gonna charge back down the inside of Bortoletto. Maybe a bit of contact over there. On the exit, I really hope Ellen Mobiles. Oh my god, Colin Pizzo. Bro, he went onto the racing line that I was going to take anyways. Hope Ellen Mobile actually gets the 2026 season pack in, because I want to play there as well. Here we go, on to Liam Lawson, down the inside. We get all out on the exit. I think we are good at this moment. Full on the brakes, get on the exit now. Oh god. Okay. George, he boxes 4 mediums, and that would change everything. We are taking the official lead of the Formula 1 World Championship at the bottom right hand as well now. He's yep, okay, once he's out then it'll be official. Okay, so this at the bottom right, look at the World Championship there for the top 3. So yeah, we have to see what we can do now. Okay, we got a lap George Russell. We got humiliated in the strategy in Australia, so now we won't be humiliated. We will destroy George Russell by lapping him in this Chinese Grand Prix. We're having a huge comeback on the Mercedes driver. Ferrari versus Mercedes, silver versus red are back here in Formula 1. Scarlet car versus the silver arrows. Here we go, onto the exit here. The tires are really overheating, I have to brake a bit. And all out on the throttle, we're catching him. We need to lap George and slow him down as much as possible. Here, so that Hamilton can keep through, but I don't think that's going to work. George with fresher tires. I'm not going to catch George here. George with fresher tires is definitely going to pass Lewis Hamilton here. And then Lando Norris boxes, and that's going to change everything once again. Hadjar, can he get his first podium of the season? In Australia he got. Oh crap, I'm wide. Oh god, my tires. Okay, anyways, in Australia, Hadjar was denied a podium spot by Lando Norris. And Lando Norris was denied a front row start by George Russell now. So let's see if George Russell will get denied by anything. Well, at the moment, definitely he's going to get denied by Charles Leclerc, which I'm driving for the victory. A second victory of the season is not going to come for George Russell. If we can keep the hearts to the end, I don't think I am, but I am going to soon box for softs here. Tires are freaking gone, man. Tires are gone, man. Okay, I think I'm boxing this lap for the softs before George Russell does anything to catch up to me. I mean, I am catching him instead for lapping. And I'm going to try and slow him down before he catches up to Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton, is he going to attack Oscar for P3? Answer is yes, he's up to the podium spots. Here, Hadjar nicely in P2 as Russell tries to send in. I try to attack. Is Hamilton gone? Yes. Oh my word, I'm going to box this lap, try to lap George. But in the end, a huge thing happened there. So he sent it on Oscar Piastri, almost hitting him, coming into the pits there. And come in now onto the soft tires. Why is Hadjar on the mediums? Why is Piastri on the mediums? Bro, we have just 3 laps left. I mean, they don't overheat their tires as much as I do. But why are they on the harder compound, man? It's just stupid. Okay, all out on the exit, gonna catch Oscar as we passed him. And then Isaac Hadjar has been denied a P2 spot here in this Chinese Grand Prix once again, as he's a 2-3 at this moment for Mercedes. Oh my god, is that going to be team orders for Antonelli to let George by? It's just a 2-lap difference between the two Mercedes, but Antonelli has a harder compound than George Russell. That gives him even more of a disadvantage. But we'll have to see what the gap is between the two. I have not lapped them at all yet. So we'll have to see. Our teammate down at P5 now, with a bit wearer hearts, or worse hearts, as we can see now. So now they're gonna hit the line soon. I think. Sure. Yes. No. Yes. No. We're gonna catch Lewis Hamilton now, and he gives us the room to send it. Okay, they're not that far. I see it on the minimap. The two Mercedes aren't that far. They're like 4 seconds, 3 seconds. So I think if Antonelli slows down even more, it could be a P2 spot gone for Antonelli. Number 1, George might just pass him on track. Number 2, there's a chance team orders will come. We'll have to see. Norris on even fresher softs than George. Wow, it doesn't make any sense. Lando boxed before Oscar, and he has a softer compound. He's running on a softer compound than Oscar as we get George, and George will have to slow down even more before catching Kimi Antonelli. But I'm not going to catch Kimi. I hope not, because that is going to cost me a bit more time. I need to help Kimi keep ahead for a bit longer. Just kidding, I'm going to pass him. I'm fine with George getting ahead. It's just the early part of the season. Although I'm really trying to get Charles the World Championship. But if Antonelli can just hold for one more lap, excluding this one, he will be able to help me actually lead the championship. If not, then me and George will be tied. We're on 33 points here. So it's all on this. Final lap, can Antonelli hold on? He barely lost any time because of me lapping George and then him. So we'll have to see, can Antonelli hold off George Russell? I need it to happen. I need George not to pass Kimi Antonelli. So he hit into the corner. I need to fight the car here on the exit, on the softs. Here I have a lot of battery. Oh no, using a bit too much there. Hitting into the corner, all out on the exit, brakes once again, and then battery on, boost mode. I think for the whole season, I won't end the race with battery, especially without battery, especially in Monaco, where I might just end the race with at least with like 90% battery left. So here we go. It's time to launch our car to the end of this race with still maybe even more than half a battery pack. Heading into the corner. Oh no, I couldn't brake. I thought I would make the corner with that gear, but I guess not. I go deep. Carlos Sainz right behind me, but we still will do it with less than half actually. Wait, more than half of the amount of battery left. We take the victory at China. I can't even make turn 1. As we bounce off the... Wow, why is the wall so bouncy out of the race? And then, let's go! Oh my god, Antonelli has made us the championship leader by not letting George Russell by us. You can see how long, the amount of speed we take. We can go all the way until like turn 2 here. It's not... no, Max Verstappen. He's on a freaking Red Bull and he cannot win to a RB or an Audi, man. Audi, a first year in Formula 1. Red Bull much older than RB and Audi here. Although RB technically is Toro Rosso, but I have no words. Gasly, oh my word. How is that? He got third in Monaco in real life, and now he's just gonna finish P15 in Monoposto. This doesn't make any sense, man. Oh my word. Oh well. Again, 17th, 19th for Aston Martin. That is actually good. But the podium man in 2025, can he get by his lower battery? So as the Aston Martin, who isn't using it, but the Audi uses much more than him, making him get the position into 17th at the Audi, and the last gasp gets through, and that's the end of the race. Like and subscribe, as I get 33 points in the championship, or 43 in championship, while George Russell only has 14 now. Remember to like and subscribe. Ferrari, we are still not leading Constructors Championship, but we are getting closer here. 7 points behind only. Remember to like and subscribe, and bye.